Now then, welcome to another one, and say hello to the smallest Olympus Micro Four Thirds camera ever. Not the smallest Micro Four Thirds camera, that honour goes to the Lumix GM1. But you know, some may say that second place is first loser, but that doesn't stop this camera from being awesome. Now, there are a few reasons why I wanted this particular camera. Number one, I had the Lumix GF2, but my mate Rich, he wanted a small camera for his wife that was going to be more capable than the bridge camera, which I use in this video, that she currently has. So, you know, something with interchangeable lenses, a bit bigger sensor, etc, etc. Personally though, I think Rich just wanted to, you know, have a play around with the Micro Four Thirds system, but you know, sure thing mate, for the wife. Reason number two is, without me actually realising it, I've been collecting the firsts of cameras throughout my camera collecting. So I have the 5D Classic, I have the Canon 6D, I have the original Sony A7, I have the Lumix G1, which if you didn't know was the first Micro Four Thirds camera. I have the Lumix LX1, which is this super tiny little dinky thing. I also had the Sigma DP1, notice I said had, because it died. Video coming soon. So I thought the EPM one, or the Pen Mini, was a good addition to that particular collection. The final reason is that my first ever Micro Four Thirds camera was an Olympus EPL3. The Pen Mini is just kind of a less feature-packed EPL3, which in turn is a less feature-packed EP3. They all share the same 12 megapixel sensor and the same TruePic 6 image processor. So you're going to get practically the same images from all three of these cameras, but more about that in a bit. Let's have a look around the Pen Mini. The Pen Mini has a 12 megapixel Micro Four Thirds sensor, the TruePic 6 image processor, and at the time of its release it had one of the fastest AF systems around. Around the back of the camera there is just a single multifunction thumb dial and a few buttons and a fixed 460K dot LCD screen. It has in-body image stabilization and will record video up to 1080-60i, not P. No slow motion for you. Now, the Pen Mini, while capable of producing the same image as its siblings, does lack some of the nice quality of life features. The fixed screen is fine and it works, but if you want a flippy screen, the EPL3 might be a better option. But if you want the touchscreen, albeit fixed, the EP3 might be more your speed. Now, there is a way around the fixed screen issue in the form of the additional EVF that you can get for these cameras. The downside is how much they cost. Now, I paid just £40 for this, albeit a bit scratched up EP3. And that came with the additional flash unit that just sits up there on the top. But when I was looking at the prices of the VF3 that was compatible with this camera, I was seeing prices of like £140. And for that additional money, you might as well just start by looking for a camera that already has an EVF built in. Now, while the Pen Mini is the smallest Olympus camera with interchangeable lenses, it's not the smallest camera. It's not even the smallest Micro Four Thirds camera, as I mentioned at the beginning. In fact, it's comparable in size to my Nex 5. Hang on, let me find it. Oh, yep, that's heavy. Where the hell are you? Oh. In fact, the Nex 5 is a little bit shorter. And this is APS-C, so I think the reason for the difference in size is the fact that this has IBIS, this does not. Now, if you do indeed want the very smallest Micro Four Thirds camera available, it is the Lumix GM1, but the last time I looked at them, the prices were bonkers, like £300 plus, which is frankly stupid. Right then, let's have a look at some sample photos and some video from the Olympus Pen Mini. Right then, let's just do a quick vlog type test. This is just the onboard audio. There's two microphones up on the top here. I'm using the Lumix like a 9mm f1.7 just to make sure that it's wide enough to actually guarantee I'm in the frame, because I can't see the screen, so I don't know if I'm in the frame, I don't know if I'm in focus. But this is what it sounds like, this is what it looks like. You do get full manual controls in video, which is good, but obviously you are limited by those frame rates and such. Also, this is the full image stabilization with face and eye detection on. So hopefully it looks alright, hopefully it can see me and everything looks fine. Let's have a bit of a walking test just to see how the stabilization does. I think if we're being completely realistic at this point though, great for photos, definitely. It's a fun, quirky little camera. You can sling it in your pocket or your bag and it's good times. But for video, I mean really, if you've got a phone with you as well, just use your phone. It's going to look way better, pretty much guaranteed. So as you can see, the Pen Mini is very capable of capturing nice photos, as long as you're using a decent lens. And this is the same for all cameras. The lens is always more important. My particular favourite is the Olympus 45mm f1.8. It just pairs so well, it looks the part, it's a great lens. Now, if you're already in the Micro Four Thirds system and you have any of these cameras, you may be pleased to know that they all share the same battery. So if you can find one of these for a bargain, but it's lacking its battery or its charger or both, not a problem. You can use your old batteries, it'll work perfectly fine. Now, as a beginner camera or even just a lightweight walk around camera, I don't think you can go wrong with the Pen Mini. I'm sure I would have preferred it with the flippy screen, but that's just me. When I was doing those flower shots with the macro lens, the light was hitting the screen and it was just, I couldn't really see what I was doing. Thankfully, it does have good autofocus, so win. And of course, you have access to all the fantastic Micro Four Thirds lenses, something like this, the 17mm, the 20mm Pancake. They're not going to add a lot of bulk or weight to this tiny little camera. Now, I mentioned the Lumix GF2 right at the beginning of this video, and if you're curious to know how that one performs, maybe check out this video next. And if you like my particular brand of nonsense, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.